Hi, I'm Ricky Young with your daily government update. Well, when the San Diego City Council passed an increase to the minimum wage, no one thought that Mayor Kevin FAULCONER was on board for it, but now he's taken official action, and here to tell us about it is politics editor Michael Smolens. Michael, what has he done now?
Well, the mayor famously today, with a lot of fanfare, vetoed the minimum wage increase. He's believed all along that this is bad for business, that it might force some businesses or encourage them to go elsewhere, and not too far, just over the city lines where the minimum wage is lower. He and other opponents also say, look, the state just raised the minimum wage to $9 from $8 in July 1. It's going to go up to $10 in January 2016. That should be enough for right now. The economic recovery is still sort of fragile, and this might hurt businesses.
But all it takes to override him is the same vote the council already took, right?
That's correct. So that's what comes next is that. They have 30 days to override, and it was a 6-3 vote. They need 6 votes to override. So they'll do that. That's pretty clear.
Aren't they going on recess, though?
They are, but they will.
They'll be back in time?
They'll be back in time, yeah.
Right.
They may call a special meeting, certainly if the time threat is at all a concern. And then opponents of the minimum wage, that would sort of reenact the law. Opponents will start a signature drive to put a referendum on the ballot. They need 34,000 signatures, and they will have 30 days from the time the override vote is taken. But what that really means, all this probably will happen. And that means that there probably will be a ballot measure in June 2016. So what happens when it qualifies for the ballot, the minimum wage is just frozen. It doesn't change at all. So that's part of their goal, just to freeze it until then. The state minimum wage will go up again to $10, but the local minimum wage is slated to go up to $11.50 over 3 years. So at the very least, they would get a delay in that, and then if residents voted down, it would be with the state minimum wage.
So assuming they get enough signatures, we're looking at the status quo through at least 2016?
Correct, or exactly, June 2016. And then if voters approve it, then the other wages will kick in, and then the final one goes, I think, is January 2017 is when it actually kicks up to $11.50. It goes up in graduated stages.
Now, the UT and 10 News have done a couple polls on this. What was the latest on whether it might pass or not?
What's really interesting, it's always had support, varying degrees. Over 50%, never really huge, sometimes 53 to 56. The last one was about 51% favor. So that's in the margin of error. What is interesting is people really want to vote on this. They didn't like the fact that the council voted on it themselves. I think part of it was the council talked about that ballot initiative to begin with, and they decided they've got the power to do it, let's just do it. Over 60% want to vote on this, so it looks like they're going to get their chance.
And why would the election be 2016? That seems like a long way off.
Well, they have a certain, a referendum goes to the next election. There's certain capabilities to call a special election, but that's not going to be the case in this. They have a certain control over it, and they want to delay it out as far as they can.
Well, that's plenty of time for us to keep talking about it here on the Daily Government Report. Appreciate your time, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.